What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video. It's well, it's the morning of the 2nd of December. I got my first sip of coffee for the day. How did it feel? It felt glorious. I do love it. Anyways, guys, we are cracking back into the top 100 NFL's greatest players of all time. Today, 35. We're nearly in the top third, but not quite. Chuck BEDNARIK. BEDNARIK. Pro Football Hall of Fame centre and linebacker. So he's a centre and a linebacker. Guaranteed he played in like the 50s or 60s. Guaranteed. But we're about to find out. So let's do that.
The quicker you're here, the faster you go. That's why where I come from, the only thing we know is
Let's go, Chuck.
At age 11, it was taken in 1957.
What did I say?
It tells you a lot about my history with this guy. Because, I watched him play all through my childhood.
What did I tell you?
Things that I will always remember.
Here's Chuck BEDNARIK, Pennsylvania's All-American center. On the field are well known, and the Eagles are counting on him. Make sure you see this great Eagle team in action in 1949.
Look at the look at the helmet on him. It's like a knight.
Make sure you see this great Eagle.
Oh my gosh, I have not seen a helmet like that. With the beak. But that's actually quite a good idea. It saves the nose, doesn't it? Goes in the line of the nose. Yeah, I'd be wearing one of those.
The team in action in 1949.
The thing that they talk about with BEDNARIK is that he was the last of the 60-minute men. But what's lost in that is how well he played.
Playing both center and linebacker, Chuck BEDNARIK earned all NFL honors 6 times during his 14-year career. Number 60 had many jobs on the field, but it was off of it that his hard-working reputation...
Hang on, so a center can run down the field and get the ball back then? I don't think you can do that now, can you?
was cemented.
Back in those days, even the top players, even the players that were making a little bit of money, weren't making enough to support a full family, so they had to have...
I want to see that move. What's this move? Everyone just goes straight.
Was cemented.
Back in those days, even the top players, even the players that were making a little bit of money, weren't making enough to support a full family, so they had to have part-time jobs. Practice would be over at 12:30, 1 o'clock. He would drive to the office, put on a coat and tie, and go around and sell concrete. That was what he did throughout his career, so he became Concrete Charlie.
It was the perfect nickname for a player who took pride in hitting his opponents like a ton of bricks.
Quite ironic, isn't it? I would have thought they'd say something like, here's a cup of concrete. No. Take a cup of concrete and shut the fuck up, or something like that. You know that saying? Yeah, you know the one. Have a cup of concrete and harden the fuck up. That's what it is.
This is the way you go after him. You're frothing from the mouth. You say, get him. And you get into that sort of a cannibalistic feeling. All you want to do is go out there and, like I say, you just want to kill somebody.
Smash him.
Not mean you're going to put him in the ground after, but you just want to kill a guy.
In 1960, BEDNARIK introduced the ground to Giants halfback Frank Gifford in what would become one of the Eagle linebacker's signature plays.
Gifford swings out of the backfield. As soon as he caught the ball, I rammed him. I rammed him good.
Tom Berkshire, I thought, had a really good description of it. He said it was a crack. He said it sounded like an axe splitting a piece of wood. He said when Frank went down, he said, I really thought that he might be dead. And Gifford was totally unconscious when he was taken from the field.
Oh no.
Later in that same season of 1960, BEDNARIK led the Eagles to the NFL championship game. In his 12th year, the last of the 60-minute men played nearly every snap to help hand Vince
With the headlock.
his only playoff loss.
Here's the oldest player on the field, the oldest player on both squads.
And he got
played
MVP.
139 of the 142 plays. And at the end, he's the guy that makes the tackle that ends the game.
Far out. That's legendary.
Throws a short pass to Jim Taylor. Taylor brings the crowd to its feet, and he nearly gets loose, but Chuck BEDNARIK grabs him on the tail, and that's the end of the line.
I was there in the end zone at Franklin Field watching him tackle Jim Taylor right in front of me. That's your legend. You know, that's Roy Hobbs stuff right there. And that's
Number 60.
His true accomplishments are larger than the legend that has grown up. I mean, he was everything that people thought he was in 1960, and then some.
Look at those pads. Look at the buckles on them. They look like scout buckles or army or something.
1960.
Looks like he's got mesh on his arm.
And then some.
Wow. Well, I'm not going to do too much more research on that one. I'm going to leave it there. Back in the 50s, I would have to assume. When I see black and white footage, it's like 50s. When I see colour, it's like end of 50s, start of 60s, and it just gets better from there. That's what I've taken from this series. Anyways, guys, if you have enjoyed it, hit the like button. If you want to subscribe, please do. I'll see you back here very soon for number 34. Whoops. No, it's not. It's number 35. I'll see you then.